Okay, so we're back again with how to do the contents. Again, I've made these very easy. We have 3 text boxes that I have created here. 1, 2, 3. Actually, the diamond, I wouldn't really call it a text box. It's more like a shape right here. You can sort out shapes that you want to put in here. So you don't have to use a diamond if you don't want. But what I want to show you is how to, if you don't want a colored background and that's too plain for you, there is a way to fix this so that you can put in a graphic. So let me show you that. Again, you need to always make sure that you're highlighting the text box that you want to work with. You're going to go up here to Format. Insert is just going to be something you'll use a lot. So you want to go to Shape, Fill, Texture, and it's going to bring up all of these textures that Word automatically has. See how that's changing? If you don't like those textures and you want to try something else, go down to More Textures. Another box is going to open up and you go to Other Texture. Now it's going to bring something up from your desktop. And right now I'm formatting the magazine for December. So some of the work that I'm working on, like for instance, we'll put this in, tea tree leaves. Let's try that. It's going to give you a little swatch of what it's going to look like. And just press OK. Look at that. Looks nice. So if you want to change the diamond to match that background, you can just go up here to Format, Shape, Fill. Say, let's use a dark green. If you want to do a picture, it will be the same thing. Shape, Fill, Texture, More Textures, Other Texture, and it's just going to bring up something from your computer, and you'll need to insert that. If you want to put a line around this box, Shape, Outline, and Weight, and let's do that. 3 point. What do you think? Not bad. You can change this to obviously change the font here, the size of the font, and the coloration. You may decide that you want to do orange. And there you have it. You don't have to stick with this Diamante. If you want to change this, you would obviously delete it. And then you would go Insert, Shapes, and pick something else that you may want to use. Very simple. Now, this here is the table of contents. I have put in 6 of these text boxes for you to write your articles in. You can link them to the pages if you want. I don't really bother with that, mainly because I have got a lot of pages that I put in, anywhere between 60 and 70 a month. So by the time I'm done, the table of contents doesn't work for me as an email magazine. However, there are some things I can show you with this. This picture, for instance, was very easy to insert. If you have a text box, all you want to do, if I get rid of her, I'll delete her. If you want to insert a text box, make sure you're in the parameter of the box you're working in. And I want to bring that into the center so that my cursor's in the center. And I'm going to insert a picture. Now I know that this picture is on my desktop, so I'm going to go there, and there she is, right there. Insert. Very simple. Brings the color up that the original photograph is. But if you don't like that photograph, click on the photograph here, go to Format Picture. Now you can do a couple of things here. You can make it brighter, which is what I did before. See how that fades out? Just gives it a really light hue. Or if you want to change it out, you can go here to recolor and maybe use something like that. It's up to you. But you should be aware that if this is going to be your table of contents, you want to make sure that people can read what you're saying. So then you can just do this, like make it very light. That works too. Close it. This box here, the first one I left, and most of the time when you put your text boxes in, they're going to be white background. So you go to Format if you want it to be transparent, Shape, Fill, No Fill, and it'll go back to a transparent look, which allows this picture to come through. If you want to change the text box color, shape, fill, and go to an orange. So it'll automatically change for you. If you don't want all these lines, and I left them there so you could see the actual boxes, you'll need to click on the box. Make sure you have the box highlighted, format, shape outline, no outline. It'll take it away. Very simple. But I think I have them on a very lightweight so that you can see them. Okay? That is how you fill in your contents. Very simple. Advertisement page, I put this in, originally I put the color in with a text box. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll fill a whole page in by using a text box, and I'll pull it from one point of the page all the way down, and I make sure that my text box is always centered. You see that? It just fits the pictures in better. So again, if you don't like that color, you'll just change the color out to a pink or blue or whatever you want. Purple, it's up to you. So now you can fit in another text box for an advertisement. If it's a photograph, it'll always be insert, text box, draw a text box, put it in here, and it's always going to come up with a white background. You're going to change that shape, fill, no fill. Insert a picture. We'll use our model again. Insert. There she is. Very simple. It's easy enough to work these borders while you still have these lines. You can see them better to pull them out and work with them. Drop down here. And then when you want to pull your picture down in the corner. If you're happy with that, then what you can do is pull the box back and then format, shape outline, no outline. There you go. Very simple. The first article that I put into this template, I've actually formatted again in text boxes, and I put it in Britannic bold. You can change the font, the color, whatever you want to do. It's very simplified so that there's no like hair pulling going on here. You can put a subheading in or an author of the article that you're writing, photograph, and again, this coloration in the background is another text box. So when you look at this page, I have the main text box, which is the color, this one, and then this one. So I have 4 text boxes just on this one page. To write the article and make it look like a magazine format, I have given you a very simple layout with 3 text boxes. Now, as you'll notice, I keep them in a kind of order so that it looks like a magazine or newspaper layout, so that you have these little gaps in here, and it keeps it all nice and uniform. If you want to, you can remove these boxes if you don't need them and you just want to make this one the main. You can just get rid of these, delete them both, and then drag this one across like this, and then you can use that. You can either make these smaller and put more text boxes in and have smaller pictures. It's really up to you. This is more about artwork and what you want to put in there. Now this page is important because it is a blank page that I have left for a specific reason. Obviously, if you have other people writing for you, or you have 6 or 7 articles, you're going to have at least something like 15, 20 to 30 pages. So you're going to need to know how to insert those pages. With this, I've made a little graphic here. It's always going to be insert, blank page, and text box. So if you're not sure still how to do that, see that little cursor working there? You're just going to go insert, blank page. And what it's going to do is it's going to bring a page down for you. You'll still have this one, which eventually when you have figured out how many pages you'll need, you can use this one as part of your magazine too. If you don't need the blank page, it's very simple. You can just either undo, or you can press delete or backspace, and it'll eventually bring you back to this page. So I've left those there, and as you add the pages, it will also increase in your page number. I'll show you again. So you've got page 8 now. You went 7 and 8. So then you have one more page that I've inserted here for you, which is the back page. No big deal. I've made it very simple again. These are text boxes, color 1, color 2. If you don't like them, change them out with formatting and shape fill colors, or you can put in a photograph. It's really very, very simple. The photographs you can also use, make sure again, if you don't highlight your text box, it's just going to mess up your format. So then you'll have to undo everything. You can put in a photograph here, a website link, anything that you want. This title is very simple to do again. I usually like to put headings in some of the magazine layouts that I do, and I'll either use Photoshop or I'll use Word. So I will change my, let's see, word art, and I've used this one here. Click on whatever word art that you want to use, and it'll bring up a text box. Now you can change your font, the size, bold it, and once you've finished writing what you want here, keep it short and sweet, because if you put too much in, it won't work properly. And then you just press OK. Okay, that's it. I'm going to cancel this because I've already have this in here. How do you get these little highlights in the background? Very simple, I'll show you. You go to Format, Shadow Effects, Shadow Color. So if I want to put a shadow behind this, which I'll do right now, here you go. Very simple. Now you'll notice this little text box is moved over. Just pull it back over this way. How do you put the lines in? Again, Format, Shape Outline, choose what size you want to put here. I've used 1.5, but if you really want to make it dramatic, you can either lessen it, as you can see, or increase it, but I don't think that works. But anyway, there you go, a 1.5 point. Very simple. Color, shape, fill. Let's see. If I do a purple, look how that changes again. So it gives it that dramatic effect. That's all I do. Very simple. Again, I put in the edition number, the month, the year, and the clickable website. If you'll notice too, what I've done with the text boxes, the last page and the first page, sorry, get my tongue tied here. What I've done is I have put the text boxes to fill over the page number here. Rather than fussing with it in the back, all I did was, if I were to make this smaller or lift it up, I'll show you. You'll see that there. But I don't really want that there. So again, I'm going to highlight the text box and drag it back down. See, it's gone. Fill it up here. Just keep moving your text boxes around, but you need to have them centered. For them to work better in a Word format, the text boxes work better from corner to corner if they're centered. Simple. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.